So if you recall last year about this time, we predicted what we thought would happen throughout 2010, and I don't want to toot our own horn or anything, but we were right.
50% of the time.
It's like we were psychic or something.
So it's that time again. It's time to predict the future.
Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Nervous Nick.
For Screw Attack's Top 10 Headlines of 2011.
Number 10.
I think everybody knows we love us some retro games, which is why it's so great to see so many franchises attempting a comeback. And who's leading the charge? None other than Capcom.
Mega Man 9 and 10, Street Fighter 4, Bionic Commando, MVC 3, but even with that, there's one game that a lot of folks would like to see again, and so Capcom announces the return of Mega Man X.
Made to look and play 16-bit in the same fashion Mega Man 9 and 10 were 8-bit, the game does what all good reboots do and goes back to the basics, and even continues the tradition of including a secret Street Fighter move that allows X to do a raging demon. Awesome!
Number 9.
Uwe Boll. You either love this guy or you hate him. Who are we kidding? Yeah, you probably hate him. But in 2011, Boll reveals his next project will be based on one of the most popular games of 2010. Are you ready for this?
Turns out Angry Birds Bringing Down the House is his best received film yet, earning an aggregate score of 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What? Say what? Say what? Fuck off!
Some quotes from the reviews: I found the subplot about the pig's financial problems to be unnecessary. And Mark Wahlberg and Tracy Morgan don't give believable performances, y'all.
Upon further inspection, we actually found the movie was just 90 minutes of straight gameplay.
Number 8.
Nobody knows what the 3DS is going to do to your eyes. Will it melt them? Will it turn them into sausages? Who knows?
We do, and allow me to get all sciencey on you for a second. You know when you look at a 2D screen and still get the sense of where things are in 3D space? Well, if you stare at a 3D screen long enough, you're eventually going to train your eyes to see 4D. What does that look like? What does it even mean? We don't know. We just read the future headlines.
You know, it's funny that even while writing this top 10, an article was released saying that the 3DS's 3D could actually improve your vision. So we're just going to go ahead and mark this one as already confirmed.
Yes, 4D laser vision.
Number 7.
Last year, we predicted Rare would announce Killer Instinct 3, and out of all the predictions we made, we actually thought that was our safest bet. Well, it turns out it wasn't.
Instead, Rare decided that they wanted to focus on casual games and absolutely destroy all the credibility they've had with gamers from the past. But in 2011, Rare finally announces the long-awaited sequel to Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct Killer Groove doesn't end up being a fighting game at all. It's actually a Kinect title, based around dancing to the original KI soundtrack. Fuck you, Rare.
Number 6.
This past year, after NBA Jam saw some great success, rumors started to swirl about the possible resurrection of the NFL Blitz series as well. Well, let me be the first to tell you, that is not going to happen. Why? The NFL is a bunch of pussies.
Now more than ever, the NFL is sensitive about head trauma and concussions, so when EA brings the idea of the hard-hitting Blitz series back to the NFL, they shoot it down without a second thought.
While on the surface this sucks, EA takes the bad news and actually turns it into great news by taking the Blitz model and combining it with another franchise that gamers have been clamoring for a return of. Mutant League Football!
This allows EA to amp up the violence and insanity even more as players are getting decapitated on big hits and the blood flows like wine.
Number 5.
Following the huge success of the Back to the Future games, Telltale announces a second and third season are on the way. Oh yeah.
But the lead executives at Telltale arrive at a conclusion. People don't just love Back to the Future, they love Michael J. Fox in general. So this leads to tons of point-and-click adventure games based on his many film and TV roles.
In 2011, look for upcoming classics such as Spin City, Stuart Little, and my personal favorite, Teen Wolf.
Number 4.
A little while back, Activision registered the name Call of Duty Future Warfare, which in 2011 is announced for release in 2012. Interestingly enough, the first Halo FPS produced without Bungie is also revealed, but it takes place in the present day.
Future Warfare will put you in the shoes of the Grand Captain as you fight aliens on the planet Ring, while Halo Combat Modernized takes a full-fledged ranking and perk system as you do battle in the Middle East. This causes the two major FPS franchises to effectively become each other, and absolutely nothing is accomplished.
Number 3.
So Sonic 4 Episode 1 came out in early October, which in internet time is forever ago. And with virtually nothing being announced for Episode 2 at the moment, you've got to be asking when you can expect some more 2D Sonic action.
The answer? Never. After the first episode's failure to please every single whiny fanboy wanting to play a decent Sonic platformer again, Sega just says, you know what? Screw you guys, and cancels all future episodes.
Sega then goes back to pimping Sonic, where his next video game appearance is in the next Cooking Mama.
Look what you did, fanboys! You suck!
Number 2.
When the new Mortal Kombat is released, it sells very well, becoming one of the hottest games of the year. So wanting to strike while the iron's hot and seeing the overwhelming success Capcom's had with its crossovers, Warner Brothers and Capcom announced a game that gamers have been begging for 2 decades.
Craig, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Oh
Craig.
yeah, Nick, it's coming, baby.
No, don't say it.
Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
He said it.
While you may think this is crazy and never happened, who would have thought Street Fighter and Tekken would come together? That, and Ed Boon, the main dude behind Mortal Kombat, has said in interviews that he's a fan of Street Fighter and would totally be down with doing it. Hey, we're halfway there already. Let's hit the old futuristic recap before we get to the future number 1. Number 10, Mega Man X gets a reboot.
Number 9, Ubisoft makes an Angry Birds movie.
Number 8, 3DS makes you see 4D.
Number 7, Rare continues to plummet.
Number 6, Mutant League Football returns.
Number 5, Michael J. Fox games.
Number 4, Call of Duty and Halo flip-flop.
Number 3, fanboys mess Sonic up all over again.
Number 2, Mortal Kombat vs. Street Fighter's announced.
It's number 1.
At E3 2011, Nintendo sent shockwaves through the industry when they announced their next console, which is designed specifically for hardcore gamers.
Realizing that they're missing out on hardcore money from games like Call of Duty, Mass Effect, Metal Gear, and Madden, this new console's bundled with a TV to produce no glasses 3D similar to the 3DS's screen, and has the ability to connect and communicate with the Wii.
Why can it connect to the Wii? Because Nintendo continues to support the Wii with its casual games so they can continue to make the mommy money they've been making while taking a huge chunk out of the Sony and Microsoft hardcore market. This new console corrects the crappy online issues the Wii has and even includes, dare I say it,
What?
a DVD player. Dun dun dun!
With 2 consoles, Nintendo now controls both the casual and the hardcore market.
Those greedy, genius bastards.